So it's kind of a crazy day for gaming. Um, Today, Microsoft Xbox announced additions to the Xbox Game Pass. Now, some of those additions are pretty incredible. Access to was it Ubisoft Plus, EA Play, Fortnite Club. I forget that one. Um, but you gotta understand, and we'll watch the video and we'll go over everything together. But the fact that they are increasing their price from 19.99 to 29.99, that's a 50% increase, is insane to me. It's insane. They're saying, "Oh, hey, look at all this new content that we're giving you. Look at all this stuff that we're giving you on an already pretty cool service. Give us your money, give us your wallet, everything." Like, it's insane. So we'll take a look at everything.
Hey everyone, Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. We've listened to your feedback, and now you have even more freedom to choose how you play the games you want. Here's a look at what's new and what's changing. First off, you might have noticed some changes to the plan names. Xbox Game Pass Core is now Xbox Game Pass Essential. Xbox Game Pass Standard is now Xbox Game Pass Premium. And Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is still Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
So these are completely unnecessary changes. Um, what's the point of changing the names to any of this? It's still Xbox Game Pass, you know? It doesn't, to me, doesn't strike, or doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense to me.
We explored other names, but they didn't work out. Of course, a lot more is changing than just the names. We've expanded all Xbox Game Pass plans to give you more games and more ways to play and more rewards than ever. Let's look at the upgrades to the plans one by one. First up, Essential, formerly known as Core. This plan is expanding to give you more ways to play, including PC and cloud gaming. Previously, Core was primarily for console, but Essential now lets you play games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. That means you have the freedom to stream and play on any supported device. And with cloud gaming, that includes a lot of devices. We're also expanding the game library so you get access to over 50 games. And of course, you still get online multiplayer, so you can keep playing with your squad. Another upgrade is that Essential now includes in-game benefits for some of the biggest games, like League of Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and Overwatch 2. And with Essential, you can earn up to 25,000 rewards points a year just by playing the games you love. You can redeem your points for Xbox gift cards to get new games, add-ons, and more. So if you've got your eye on some DLC, you can spend points to bring home the bundle. Next up, Premium, formerly known as Standard. While Standard was built with console players in mind,
So there's a psychology to the name changes, I'm realizing now. Um, Xbox Game Pass Essential. You need this on your Xbox. You need this. Xbox Game Pass Premium. You need Essential. But doesn't this look a whole lot better? You'd be willing to spend a little more money on this, right? It's very scummy. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Premium was built with everyone in mind. So we're giving you more ways to play with this one too, with games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. You heard that right. PC and cloud are coming to Premium. With Premium, you get access to over 200 games. And when a new game is published by Xbox, it'll be added to the Premium library within 1 year of launch. Premium also now offers the same in-game benefits for some of the biggest games, so you can instantly unlock characters, cosmetics, and more. Looking good. With Premium, you can play and earn up to 50,000 rewards points a year. Plus, you get access to exclusive quests, and you get twice the points when you buy games and add-ons, so you'll have even more ways to earn rewards. Finally, let's take a look at Ultimate. The best thing about Ultimate is that you can play new games on day one. That includes games like Call of Duty Black Ops 7, The Outer Worlds 2, and High on Life 2. But now, the best is getting even better. Ultimate subscribers will get access to over 75 day one games a year. We're also adding 2 new partner subscriptions. With Ultimate, you'll now have access to Ubisoft Plus Classics in addition to EA Play. And Fortnite Crew will be added in November. In total, Ultimate gives you access to over 400 games playable on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. And when you stream games with cloud gaming, Ultimate gives you our best quality with the shortest wait times. To round out the package, you get the same in-game benefits you're used to. And with Ultimate, you can play and earn up to 100,000 rewards points a year. That's 4 times the points you get with Essential. So now you know what's new with Xbox Game Pass Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. All 3 plans are designed to give you more value, more rewards, and more ways to play than ever before. And however you like to play, Xbox Game Pass has a plan that's right for you, because this is how we play now.
Thank you, Mr. Maddie. So I see this, and it doesn't show the prices. That's the thing. It doesn't show that you increased the prices on the video that you're announcing all of these incredible new features. It's so incredibly scummy. Truly, like very, very, very scummy. So I have an article here from Reuters. So Microsoft raises Xbox Game Pass subscription by 50%. So it just Xbox will now change or charge $29.99 a month for Game Pass Ultimate subscription. $10 higher. Now, you can argue that you are getting $10 more in the content that you're receiving with EA Play, Ubisoft Plus, and Fortnite Crew. But is it really? I haven't played a Ubisoft game since, I want to say, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Maybe Valhalla. I played a little bit of Valhalla, I guess, but I hated that game. Okay, EA Play, the only game that's worth playing from EA right now is going to be Battlefield 6. And, I mean, we all know the news from EA from a couple days ago. I'll go over that in a minute, or in a later video, sorry. But it tells me that Xbox is out of touch. They already increased the prices of their consoles twice this year. Obviously, that's due to political things that I don't want to get into yet. But it shows to me that these companies are out of touch with their audience because they believe that they can drag out as much money as they can from our pockets. And a funny quirk of this situation that I saw is from Windows Central. Reports of subscribers canceling en masse, crashing their system on the Microsoft website, canceling their Game Pass subscription. That tells me people are waking up, they're not caring. 400 games, that's not enough for me to pay $30 a month to play like 2 of those. That's all I did. I had Game Pass for like 4 years, ever since I had an Xbox One X, like years ago. I had Game Pass all throughout those years, and I was paying $15 a month was what it was before, like 13, whatever it was at the cheapest, for like 4 years straight. And I played maybe 3 games from Game Pass. So, to me, the deal's not worth it. I would rather just buy the game outright. And I know for a fact that Game Pass is killing Xbox. It is just killing Xbox. Because they wouldn't be doing this if it was successful. They'd be wanting to give it to us as cheap as possible. They'd want to be selling their consoles as cheap as possible if they were making money. If they actually cared about what... That was a wild statement at the beginning of the video. We listened to your criticisms. We listened to your concern, or whatever she said. No, you didn't. If you had listened to your audience, you would not have done this in the first place. It's such a wild statement, and it's baffling to me. Well, I shouldn't say baffling. It's Microsoft. They're evil. Like, Sony, they're evil. And I see people on Twitter, I see people on YouTube comments saying like, "Oh, Xbox gets screwed." Sony's next. PlayStation's next. Nintendo Switch is next. Like, you guys need to understand, Xbox doing this tells Sony that they can do it. It tells Nintendo that they can do it. And these big monopolies on video games, they're just going to keep up in the price. We're going to reach a point where it's going to make the ET Atari situation look like a party, you know? Like we are going to be screwed here in just a little while. I'd like to talk about hopeful stuff. I really would, but there's not a lot going on right now. And it seems like every day the news gets worse. The news gets worse for everything, not just video games. And it's hard to stay hopeful in times like these, but we're going to keep trying. So, I'm going to go search for some hopeful news for gaming and just the world in general, and I'll get back to you. Until then, I've been Jotty. Thank you for watching. I love you. Give me a kiss. Goodbye.